Okay, what's up, YouTube? Mech here, back for another review of the Brew. It's Friday, and I don't know if you've noticed, but over in the other way, wow, I can't get my bearings here. Okay, so over here on the socials, you'll see that my names have changed to Bearded Mech across the board, everywhere from Twitter to Mixer. My girlfriend helped me pick out the name. I didn't like the whole green with the 3 E's in Green Mech. And I also, previously, about a year ago when my name was The Green Mech, I didn't like having the in it. And Bearded Mech turned out pretty cool because when you look at it, it still is pronounced bearded, as if like, you know, bearded, but it's spelled like beer did. You know, beer, right? So it's fitting, and she came up with it, and I like it, so decided to run with it. We're gonna do some branding changes. Well, not really branding, but like style changes, updates, stuff like that. Haven't had time to do it yet, really. Takes a while to get that stuff going on. So we're gonna have the same old look here, but there's gonna be improvements coming down the pike, so stay tuned for that. You know, time is short, and there's always lots of work to do. It's how it usually goes. So, missed the beer review last week. Had so much going on. This week, we're here, and we have the next one in the Guinness variety pack that we checked out way back in March around St. Patrick's Day. And the next one up is the Guinness Foreign Extra Stout. I'll tell you right now, it's already a really amazing beer. And I'll tell you, my last video, I got it completely wrong. And when I was over on beeradvocate.com and I mentioned Arthur Guinness, and I said, well, whoever that is, Arthur Guinness is the founder of Guinness, and I totally didn't know that, and I was completely ignorant, and I looked stupid, but it was funny. It was cause for some jokes when I got back home. But Arthur Guinness, he is the founder of Guinness Brewing. In case you didn't know, like me. And matter of fact, my girlfriend's parents informed me that they actually have a leprechaun in their living room named Arthur Guinness, and now I know why. So anyway, moving on. We've switched over to a better CPU in this system, so you might notice that the transitions and the overall stuff might look a little better. Which is really great. Hold on. It's definitely nice to have a smoother experience over here on the video. So, I just uncapped this, so I might as well pour it right now. Let it chill out for a bit. Very, very dark beer here. As is all of Guinness's, except for like the Guinness Blonde, maybe. Let that hang out for a bit, just for reference. It's got a decent, you know, like 2.5 maybe fingers of head. It's got like this kind of tan, creamy look to it. So just to document that. Got a pretty good head to it, and very dark in color. We'll put that down with that chill for a minute while we read this. So the Guinness Foreign Extra Stout, 4.06 out of 5, which is considered exceptional on the Beer Advocate site, with 2,502 ratings. That's quite a bit. Brewed, of course, by Guinness in Ireland, Dublin, Ireland. I don't know why it says just Ireland there. It's Dublin. Come on, gotta get that info right, because it is imported from Dublin, Ireland. Style was a foreign/export stout Alcohol by volume is 7.50. Availability is year-round, although I will say this is probably only the second time I've seen this. And I think the first time I tried it was also in a variety pack, so it says year-round, but it may differ from state to state, so keep that in mind if you want to try and find it. Notes: the foreign extra stout is brewed with generous hops and roasted barley for a bittersweet balance and full-flavored, natural bite. Developed for global export from Ireland, the addition of extra hops ensured this stout would arrive in perfect condition. Today, it is enjoyed by millions around the world. Amen. So, we'll hop in to style real quick. See what that has to say. A foreign/export stout. A special style of stout that is brewed bigger than normal for a long journey. The more traditional foreign/export stouts will be found in the tropical regions of the world, higher in alcohol with a very pronounced roasted character. Expect moderate to high roasted grain and malt flavor with a coffee, chocolate, or lightly burnt grain character, although without a sharp bite. Moderately dry with low to medium esters and medium to high bitterness. Moderate to no hop flavor. Can be earthy, herbal, and floral. And now that I read this, I feel like I've read it before and could be similar to possibly the last Guinness beer that we reviewed. So, the head has kind of calmed down a bit, gone down the glass. Got just a very, very dark character to it. Cannot see through it at all, which is, typical for Guinness. We got it in our, Lucky Charms-esque glass here. And in the smell, it's exactly what I expected. It's just nothing but chocolate and coffee and roasty maltiness. It's so got that roasted character. It's just it's bonkers. It is so roasty. Almost smells like just a regular Guinness stout, but is like just on the stronger side. Whew. It wants to kick you in the nose. Most beers I don't really experience that with. But yeah, to me, this this smells to me like just a much stronger, even more full flavored and more pronounced Guinness stout. So, without further ado, let's dive right in. Now, the first time I drank this was straight from the bottle. Having it in a glass changes it exponentially. It really brings the flavor out a lot. It's so roasty. If you want that dark beer flavor, that roasted chocolatey caramel flavor, I mean, to be honest, the chocolatey flavor is kind of not really there like it was in other Guinness beers that we reviewed. It's more like a black coffee sort of taste. Like, you've ever had black coffee, it might be kind of like a kick in the teeth if you're not used to it. But it's got that black coffee taste to it, and it's very roasty, almost burnt tasting. That could be really a turnoff for a lot of people, but it's one of those brews. It's just so much flavor. And it's one of those kind of rough beers that you need to really appreciate the flavor it has and the care and effort that went into making it, because this is nowhere near one of those beers that just kind of they make just to get it out the door and sell it. This is not a beer that you would chug at a party or a barbecue or right after you cut the grass or something. This is a beer you sit down and you enjoy and appreciate for what it is. So, guys, if you are at all interested in Guinness and have not tried dark beers before, I would probably not recommend this because it's very strong. Unless start out kind of small and work your way up. So, start out with like a regular Guinness Stout probably. It's like the original. But if you're into beers that are dark, full of flavor, and just take you for a ride, or an extra stout, definitely give it a try if you see it. So, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Take care.